And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with the Game Boy Geek.
Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today we are going to be serving some guests. And they're hungry, but we're not serving them entrees or appetizers. We're just serving them these nice, tasty desserts, like pies and different things like that. Today we're looking at Just Desserts. It's from Looney Labs. It's just coming out soon. It's for 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up. It says 10 to 40 minutes in the box. It takes 15 minutes, probably 20 tops in my experience. So let's see. Let's take a look. It's sort of a set collection. A little bit of take that for some advanced rules. Let's take a look. It's got some cute artwork. I'll show you how it's played. I'll see you on the other side. In Just Desserts, you're going to be getting dessert cards. You're going to be trying to fulfill what guests like. At the same time, trying to make sure you don't give them what they don't like. Now notice each of these have a different color. Think of them as different suits. And they each have a favorite and what they like and what they don't like. His favorite is the chocolate eclair. We'll talk about favorites later. He likes chocolate, he likes pastries, he likes pudding. She likes vegetables and marshmallows but will not take chocolate. And the nature girl likes spices and veggies and apples, but she doesn't have a favorite. Now you start the game with 3 dessert cards that you hold secret in your hand. And by the way, I must mention the artwork in this game is great. I know it was the artwork was done by comic book drawers, illustrators, and it really comes through. The illustrations are really nice in this. It really makes you hungry wanting to play this game. Cherry pie, chocolate angel food cake, bread pudding, and this tells you what they have in them. So you're trying to match multiple cards or one card of what they have with what the guests want. And sometimes you can notice that this card is somebody's favorite, and it's somebody's favorite who has the yellow suit. That helps you look at them like that. So at the beginning of the game, you start with 3 cards. On your turn, you're going to draw 1 dessert card, and you're going to draw 1 guest and add them to the guest pool. There we go right there. And then you get to do one of 3 things. One is you can satisfy up to 2 guests. Now here, let's look at this guy. I have chocolate frosted donuts and chocolate cream pie. And when I put those together, I have enough because I have the pastry, I have the pudding, and I have at least 1 chocolate. And so this goes in a discard pile, and he now becomes in front of me. I also can maybe play candied yams, which is her favorite, candied yams. And when you, so this would get discarded, this comes in front of me, and when you do someone's favorite, you get a tip, you get an extra card, and that would to put in my hand, and that would be my turn. Now, if at the end of the turn, there's more than 1 of any suit out there, you get to say which one gets discarded. Now, when it's discarded, this person is actually still available. But let's say later on another turn, another card gets discarded. Let's say there's already a yellow card there. Another yellow card comes out. Now, right now, this person can still, they're in the door. They can be served. But as soon as this guy gets discarded at the end of a turn, boom. Hey, it's Mr. Looney. This person now is the one to be served. So one of the 3 things you can do is serve up to 2 guests. One of the other options you have is just draw a card. You go back to the kitchen, you draw a card. The last option you have is you can discard any amount of cards. Let's say I don't want these 3. I'm going to get rid of these 3 cards. And I would draw 3 to replace those cards. So you're either satisfying up to 2 guests, you're discarding cards and replacing them, or you're just drawing 1 card. Those are your 3 options. This will continue until 1 person has 3 of the same suit, and they would win immediately, or until 1 person has 5, 1 of each different suit. And when that happens, the game ends. Now there's 3 different ways that you can add to make it advanced rules. And so the 3 different ways are, let's say the lumberjack is in front of somebody else. On my turn, 1 of the 2 guests that I can satisfy can be from somebody else's play area that they've already satisfied. Now let's say I play this, I can poach them from them. I have the cookie, I have the ice cream, there's no peanuts here. I can take them from him, and this would come right to me. Now that player has the ability to possibly play other cards to re-satisfy them. They could play one that has a cookie and an ice cream, and they could keep them. So they have a chance to do that. If they don't, it comes to me, they get a card as a tip as they leave them there. So that's one way that's poaching and blocking. Another thing you can do is you can offer someone their favorite. And someone goes to satisfy her, they throw the cards down, they start together, you can yell out, surprise, I have her favorite. I have the ice cream cone, and you immediately get to take them from them. Boom. So you can steal someone in mid-satisfaction. That's not even a word, but hey, if someone's satisfying a guest, you can throw down their favorite and surprise, take them. The last of the advanced rules is anytime you have 4 cards that are single items, you can discard them to force all players to move one of their satisfied guests of their choice back to the center, and you draw 3 more cards and you can serve 1 unclaimed guest. So that's another thing of the advanced cards. Those are the way to play advanced rules. And finally, I just want to show you some more of the art in this game here. Mrs. Jenkins, we have Granny, we've got the Boston guy who likes the Boston cream pie as his favorite. We have the dude from a movie you might know. The little boy likes s'mores. Oh, how thematic. We have, the tourist, my favorite, Fuzzy. I'm not going to show you all of them, but that's some of the great artwork that's in the game. All right, well, there is Just Desserts. I'm typically a fan of little fillers like this that you can fit in your pocket and take somewhere. I'm also a fan of games that have a basic set of rules that are very simple. You can do 2 or 3 max things on your turn at a time, and it's very simple, but then they also have other rules that you can wrap around once you get used to the game for more of a gamer-y game. And this does that too. And again, I like it because it's simple. I can play it with my family who doesn't play a lot of games, and you can play the simple game and it's fun. It's just a light-hearted, very casual game that's fun. The theme is fun. The food is fun. Trying to match up the guys and which cards am I going to use. I'm going to save this one because this one's somebody else's favorite, so I might want to hold on to that one. And it's fun. It's a cute little game. The artwork is great. The illustrations of those people, of all the guests, are awesome. Whoever did that comic book artwork is great. The food's good. I mean, the artwork's great in this game. And then when you add those advanced rules, I really like it. For me as a gamer, when I play with my gamer friends, that's the way we play. It really adds a lot to it. Stealing guys from other people. So you've got another thing to think about. So if I have somebody, I got an orange guest, I know someone else is going for orange guests or needs one, I might start holding on to cards that can satisfy this guest because I don't want someone to steal them from me. I might be holding on to all of these cards that I know it's somebody's favorite. I might be able to use that to get someone, but I might want to hold it for later because when someone else gets that person, I can do the surprise and steal them right under their nose. So I like the advanced rules. It gives it a lot more to think about. It's still, even with that, it's still a light game, but it turns it into just a very casual beer and pretzels game, into a game that puts a little bit more thought into it, but yet still light. So if you like fillers and you like simple games that you can play with the family but ratchet up a little bit for gamers, this one might be up your alley. That's Just Desserts.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.